Okay. Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. We are from the OS Nerd Group 1 and today we will be presenting our operating system project, which is the scripting programming. So for the topic is simple messaging between the server. But before we proceed into our presentation, I'm going to introduce our team members. There are 5 altogether, 5 gentlemen right here. So first of all is me. I'm Ahmed Daniel. Next is Ahmad Shukri. Third is Arif Azinuddin. Fourth is Ifan Mutalif. And last but not least, it is Abdul Azim. So for our operating system project, we have 2 chapters altogether. The first one is backup files, and the second one is a simple messaging between server. So right now, I will be presenting the chapter 1, backup files. So for this chapter, it contains 3 types of questions. And now I will be presenting the first question, which we want to change the directory and open reboot.txt.sh script file. So as you can see right here, the 2 commands that we are using is cd desktop and vi reboot.txt.sh. So this vi command right here is used to create a file, which in this case is reboot.txt.sh. So once we have opened it, we are going to write reboot.txt.sh as a script file. So first of all, echo comment right here is used to display the calendar, for this case, the calendar of the current month. And then using the command cal, this cal command is used to display a calendar for the current month. Then we proceed on to echo current date and time, and let's reboot. Right now, we are going to reboot. We are going to proceed on to reboot.txt.sh script file. So right now, the script file of this reboot.txt.sh is created and then saved by using the command :wq in a text editor. This command :wq is a command that is used to save and quit the file. So after that, we are going to run the file that we are using, which is reboot.txt.sh script file. For this, we are going to run using the command sh in front right here. And once we run the command, this sh command is used to run the reboot.txt.sh. However, we also have the sh extension at the back. So this is a script file extension, which this will indicate that is a shell script file. Then it will display the calendar of the current month. Right now, it is January 2023. So that's it for question 1. And now I will proceed to question number 2. For this question number 2, we are going to create a directory of backup folder. In this case, we are going to use the command mkdir, which is also can be pronounced as make directory. And the folder we are going to run is the backup folder. Right now, we are going to create backup.sh file. This vi, as usual, is used to create a file, and the file name is backup.sh. So this vi command is famous and also known for its powerful features, efficient use of screen space, and the ability to work over remote connections. Now I will be explaining about the backup.sh script file. So this script right here, all the script right here is a shell script file. So it is a text file that contains tons of commands that are executed by the shell. So for example, right here we have echo, ls, du, and find. So these scripts are commonly used to automate tasks, configure settings, and perform other functions on a Linux-based system. Now we are going to open gedit, and the file is date_backup.sh. So this gedit right here is a text editor, and it is commonly used in Linux-based system to create or edit a file called date_backup.sh in it. Then once we have opened it, we can change the permission and run backup.sh script file. To change the permission, we will use the command chmod, also change, can be said as change mode, plus x backup.sh. So as you can see right here, we are using the command that I have stated earlier. And this can change the permission on a file called backup.sh since it is set to backup.sh. It can be executed as a program. This chmod stands for the change mode, as I said earlier, and it is command to change the permission on a file or directory, which is the target of this question. Once we have done that, we can now open the cron tab using the command cron tab -e. So this cron tab -e is a command used to edit the cron tab file for the current user. This this -e means that it should be open in the editor, and if not, if the file is not yet created, then it will automatically create a new one. This command are usually used to perform routine maintenance tasks or to automate some types of processes. Once we have opened the cron tab, we can now edit the cron tab using the command *1 **3 / the file that we are going to edit, backup.sh. So this command right here is used to schedule the execution of a shell script file. The file that we are going to use is backup.sh, and this command right here is named using a tool called cron. As you can see in this picture right here, this is the command that we write, and it opened a tool called cron. So right now, our backup file has been backed up. As you can see, the date is on 18 January 2023, which is on a Sunday. So that's it for question 2. Now we move on to question 3, which is backup.sh file. So backup.sh in VI editor to be edited for 15 backup files, purpose from 1 to 15 backup files. As you can see in the file name right here, we have file name 1 until file name 15. Again, we are going to use the gedit date_backup.sh. Gedit is a text editor, as said earlier. So right now, once we have run the command, date_backup.sh in gedit to be edited for 15 backup files, purpose from 1 to 15 backup files. This is the backup files from file name 1 to file name 15. Once the action has been done, right now, the 15 backup files has appeared in the backup folder directory. This is the directory, and all backup folder are appearing here. So once we have backup the file, right now we are going to create the remove backup.sh. So to create, we are going to use the vi command. It's the file name of remove backup.sh. The script in this remove backup.sh is /1/bin/bash. To better identify this, it can also be said as a shebang, and it specifies which shell should be used to interpret the commands in the script. Again, we are going to open the cron tab by using the command cron tab -e. This cron tab -e command open the cron tab file in a text editor, allowing the user to view and edit the list of the command. The -e option specifies that the cron tab file should be opened in an editor. If the user does not have a cron tab file, a new one will be created. Once we have opened the cron tab, we can now edit the cron tab for remove backup.sh. The command is *1 **6 / the remove backup file. So this is this command is used to schedule the execution of a shell script file called the file that we have targeted earlier, which is the remove backup.sh. And this command can be used in a Linux-based system using a tool called cron. So once again, we are going to edit the permission for the remove backup.sh. But this time, we are going to change mode +s remove backup.sh. So this commands change mode plus remove backup.sh is used to change the permission on a file called remove backup.sh so that it can be executed as a program. Change mode, as I said, stands for change mode and can use to change the permission on a file or directory. Once the permission have been changed, we can now run the remove backup.sh. The command used is /remove backup.sh. So this command is used to execute a shell script file called remove backup.sh. It is located in the current directory. The dot before the file name ./remove backup is a shortcut that refers to the current directory. It means that the file ./remove backup.sh is located in the same directory from where the command is being executed. So that's it for chapter 1. And now I will proceed to chapter 2, which is simple messaging between the server and the client. So first of all, we can now open the Ubuntu. For this case, it will act as a server with the IP address of 192.168.100.0/24. The IP address in Oracle VM VirtualBox can be set up to allow the virtual machine to communicate with other devices on the same network. So this is the network setup for both Ubuntu and Kali Linux. We have changed the network to the NAT network. Right now, once the NAT network has been set up, we are opening both terminal, the Ubuntu here and the Kali Linux on the right side. Right now, we are going to use netcat command to start the server to open the port. Netcat utility is a simple networking utility. So it will write data across network connection using a TCP or UDP protocol. It is often used for testing network connection, debugging network issues, setting up simple network servers. The -L option tells the netcat to listen for upcoming connection. -B option specifies the port number on which NC should listen for connection. So the port number right now is 3000. Therefore, it is NC SL -P 3000. Once the netcat has started the server and opening the port, we can now send the message to the client. As you can see, the Ubuntu right now here is acting as a server. So we can send the message to the client right here. So as you can see, we have sent a few messages. Hello, we are from group 1. Our group members are Alif, Ifan, Shukri, Amir, Abdulazim. So this is a server messaging to client. All these messages will appear on the Kali Linux, which is the client on the right side. Okay, so the Kali Linux, if the Ubuntu act as a server, the Kali Linux right now is acting as a client. So the ping command, ping right here, is useful for checking the connectivity between two devices on a network. If the device is reachable and responding, the ping command will display the round trip time and other information about the connection. But if the device is not reachable, the ping command will return an error message. So once the server has opened the listening port for the netcat that we have done earlier, the client right now can start sending message back to the server. So this is the message that we have sent to the client from the server. But now the client can send back message to the server by writing the command to connect the server and start messaging the server. So we are commanding netcat of the IP address 192.168.100.4 with the 3000 that it will tell the netcat to connect to the devices with the IP address earlier on the 3000 port. So if the device is reachable and has a service listening on port 3000, netcat will establish a connection and allow you to send and receive data across the connection. You can now use the netcat utility to connect to a variety of network services such as HTTP servers, FTP servers, and SSH servers. So this tool is a useful tool for testing the network connectivity and communicating with network services. So this is example of our message from the client to the server. Hi group one, we are replying to the server. Thank you for messaging me. I would like to see you all in person. Yours sincerely, Kali Linux. So this is Kali Linux right here. This is the Kali Linux right here, sending back message to the Ubuntu, which is the server. So once we have stopped messaging, we need to close the connection of the server and the client. So in this context of a network connection, we are using the Control plus C to close the connection between a server client by interrupting the process that is maintaining the connection. So which means that we right now, once we have clicked the Control plus C, it will cut the connection between the two server and client. So this can be useful if the connection has become unresponsive or if we want to close the system, close the connection, sorry. So that's it for our presentation. We have presented two chapter altogether, which is for the chapter 1 backup files, and chapter 2 is a simple messaging between the server and client. So that's it from our group. Thank you very much for the presentation. You are from group OSNet 1. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.